Hello, Taurus, and welcome to Soul Guidance with Adriana. Today I have an intuitive reading for your growth and healing. I'll be asking for messages from the other side to help you with this. I also wanted to let you know that I am also going to attach an extended reading to this reading. The link is in the description below. If you love this kind of stuff and you want to follow your growth even more, go ahead and check that out at the end of the reading. But to get started here, I had started this video before and then I had to clean off the camera. So I do have some cards drawn, but for the most part, I'll be drawing them as we go. Okay, we've got Four of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and the thing is flipping it for me, into the Death card, and the King of Pentacles. We have a super interesting symmetry happening here with Four of Wands and then the Death card, which is card number 13, which is also a 4. Then we've got Queen and King of Pentacles. So that is really a fascinating order to the cards. It looks to me like the death is coming to the Queen of Pentacles, and I don't mean that she's going to die, but you know, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, these are earthly energies, Taurus, Capricorn, those kinds of people, very practical, very grounded, very logical. But the Death card is associated with Scorpio, and she's bringing a kind of a deeper transformation to this Queen of Pentacles here. King of Pentacles is here as a support, so this may be a person in your life or an energy that's just very stable and very there. But I don't see him involved in this transformation as much as the Queen. The Queen is really undergoing kind of a deep, almost feels like a deep rewiring, and we'll go a little bit more into exactly what's being transformed there. But I do want to bring up the fact that the Four of Wands to me feels incredibly joyful and celebratory right now. So whatever is happening here with the King of Pentacles just kind of staying there firm and the Queen going through this deep inner journey, it's creating more of a structure and a stability that really can be celebrated. There's an openness to growth here. There's an openness to moving from the position you're in. Okay, so things are in a good place. That's what I'm trying to say. Excuse me. Also battling some allergies. Taurus, just a mess today. So let's look at what is this transformative journey that the Queen of Pentacles is going on, because Queen of Pentacles is you, Taurus. There's a feminine transformation happening here. You know, I also forgot to mention it. This is really interesting too. It's a superficial thing to notice, but do you see how they're all wearing the same thing essentially? We've got red and green, green and red and green. Right, so it's like there's the transformation from this energy into this one, or this one flowing into this one. It's like flowing into different versions of yourself. I'm going to ask for a second why they did that, why they showed this to me so visually this way. You know, this has to do with the masculine and feminine energies learning how to become more balanced and learning that they are really part of the same energy. If you think of the yin yang, it's got the yang is the white, but it's got a spot of dark, and the yin is the black, and it's got the spot of white. So they are actually each other. And this is where it's kind of going crazy with my head a little bit, because this is forcing us to get out of the duality of masculine, feminine, left, right, up, down. And it's really trying to show you that these are just different ways of expressing the same kind of energy, okay? There's the same kind of energy going on between the king and the queen and the king and the queen, but the Death card is in there in the middle as Scorpio to make this transformation happen so that the bond between these two energies is even stronger, okay? It's transforming the separateness between the queen and the king and making them become one. Now, in your world, this may look like energies within yourself, your own masculine and feminine energies learning how to become part of an integrated whole. It may also be, if you're in a partnership with an earth sign or even a business relationship with an earth sign, that you're learning to have less separateness between the two of you and to have more of a flow so that you're on the same page, you're expressing the same things together because you realize there's a commonality locking you together. Okay, so I kind of got off topic there. What is this transformative journey the Queen of Pentacles is on? Okay. Ten of Swords, the Lovers, and the Nine of Cups. That's an interesting way to put it. So Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, your values are being completely transformed and completely changed. This is really interesting because when you are more aligned with your true values, there is less wishing and hoping and just actual receiving. Okay, this Nine of Cups is over here is the wish or the hope. This is what I'd like to have. This is what I want to have happen. But it's not, it's happening. It's just what I'd like to have happen. The Lovers and the Ten of Swords here is telling me about the end of old values that just don't work for you anymore, the beginning of new values that do work for you. And because you're more aligned with your true values, manifestation becomes easier. Manifestation becomes quicker. And it's all about, through this transformation, that Scorpio energy, that this is happening. You know, we're in the Taurus and Scorpio North and South node right now. And so the entire collective is being asked, what do you truly value? What's really important to you? And you need to make your life around that. A lot of times what we value, we don't actually incorporate into our lives. You know, we value family, but we make such busy work schedules so that we don't see our family. Or, you know, we value time spent together, same kind of thing. We value time spent together, but we don't make our lives scheduled so that we can spend time together with what's important and who's important. And so this Taurus Scorpio thing is saying, you can't live like this anymore. You need to be consistent in your desire and your implementation of your life. These things have to go together. Okay, but this is super exciting, Taurus, because if you've been struggling to manifest, if you've been trying, I'm speaking from experience for myself, I've been trying for a long time to manifest certain things and it just seems like they're not coming. This is because you haven't been able to get to the core of what your true values are because you've been holding the masculine and the feminine energies within yourself separately. Okay, and you might be asking me, okay, what are masculine and feminine energies? Quick and dirty crash course. Masculine has to do with logic and boundaries and protectiveness and stability and rules. Feminine energy is more emotions, it's flow, it's love, it's taking other people's perspectives into account, it's communication, it's a softer energy. So we have both of these in ourselves, in ourself, but to be balanced, we need to make sure that we have both of them working together in an appropriate way. And I have been doing a lot of study on this in the past 6 months, maybe more, I think the past year, of how to blend the masculine and feminine. And depending on what your chart is and depending on what your soul wrote for you, one of them comes forward a little more than the other, but the other still supports that one that comes forward. Okay, so, but in allowing these two energies to come together, you're getting a better sense of what you truly are about, Taurus, what you truly are about. And when you know what you're truly about, the things that you want excite you in a different way than the things that don't really resonate with you. And that's why it's going to be easier for you to manifest. So this is a big life transformation, not only in your identity, but in your ease and ability to manifest. Okay, I want to get a message from the Animal Oracle before we jump over to the extended reading. Okay, meerkat, responsibility, and butterfly, the soul. So we've got the transformation of responsibility. So there's an easing off. There's an easing off of the feminine energy. This is part of that change. You know, we got the death card, which is transformation. This butterfly card is also transformation. So it's changing what you're willing to be responsible for. And why is that important? Okay, it's almost there. This message is almost there. Why is it important that Taurus transform their responsibility? Because in the taking of too much responsibility, you haven't been able to bridge that gap between the masculine and feminine. You know, in my experience, it's the masculine that shows up over responsible because of that protective outlook. You know, I want to make this better for you. I want to make this right for you. I don't want you to suffer. So it's the masculine showing up too strong, and that doesn't give the feminine a space. And so when you release some of that responsibility that you have between yourself and the outside world, those around you, it gives space for this to happen, the transformation of the feminine, the transformation of the soul. And another thing that's important with this card is it talks about transformation is also about trusting your partner. And that's what we've been seeing all about here with our couple that's here. Trusting your partner. That is part of your transformative process as well. You have to trust your partner. And because truly loving relationships are built on trust, if you're both on a path of growth, you have to have trust there. Because there's times when the other person's going to be here with their growth and you may be back here, or vice versa. And you just have to trust that there is that understanding between the two of you. But if this is about your own personal journey, this is about trusting both sides of yourself, that when you integrate them together, you're going to be able to handle whatever life is throwing at you. Okay, Taurus, thank you for joining me. If this is fun and you'd like to find out some more, please follow me over. The link is in the description below, and I'll see you soon.